In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to connect Firebase to Netlify. We'll walk through the full setup process so your site hosted on Netlify can securely use your Firebase project. The goal here is to move your Firebase configuration into environment variables, connect those values during your build, and make sure your deployed domain is authorized correctly. To begin, head over to the Firebase console and open the project you want to connect. Once you're inside that project, scroll down until you find the Your Apps section. If you haven't already registered a web app for this project, click the web icon, which looks like angle brackets, to create one. This gives Firebase a web app profile that your front end can use. After the app is registered, Firebase will show you a configuration object. This is the Firebase config that includes values like your API key, a youth domain, project ID, app ID, and related settings. Copy that configuration because you'll use each of those values in Netlify. Even though these values are commonly used in front-end apps, it's still best practice to manage them cleanly through environment variables rather than hard coding them directly into your source files. Next, go to your Netlify dashboard and open the project you want to connect. From there, navigate into project configuration, then open environment variables. This is where you'll store the Firebase config values for your deployed app. Add each Firebase key as its own environment variable. Make sure the variable names match the format expected by your framework, because different tools expose environment variables in slightly different ways during the build process. Once those variables are added, review your build settings and confirm that your framework is actually mapping those environment variables into the app at build time. This part is important because if your framework doesn't recognize the variable naming convention, the values won't be available in your front-end code after deployment. Now move into your code base and initialize Firebase using the environment variables you just added. Instead of pasting the raw Firebase config directly, reference the environment variable values in your Firebase initialization file. This keeps your setup cleaner and makes it easier to manage different environments later, such as development and production. Finally, authorize your Netlify domain inside Firebase. This is especially important if you're using Firebase authentication. Add your Netlify site domain to the list of authorized domains so that sign-in flows and other Firebase features work properly once the site is live. After that, you're ready to deploy and test. If everything is configured correctly, your Netlify app should now be connected to Firebase and ready to use.